Good morning, everyone. How are you today? So today we are going to proceed to our new topic. So you have any idea what is our topic for today? Anybody? All right. Okay, so before we start, I will show you a picture. So look at your screen. Okay, so figure number 1 and number 2. What is that? It is a pizza, right? Figure number 1. How many slices of pizza? How many slices? Okay, so 4 slices or 4 parts. We divide it into 4 parts. How about figure number 2? How many slices? 8. Okay, so it is 8 parts. So what if we need to take 1/2 in each pizza? How many slices do we need to take? How many slices? Look at figure number 1. So figure number 1, we need to take the half of it. So example, this one, we need to take this one. Half, right? So how many slices? 2. So we need to take 2 out of 4 parts. Okay, so how about figure number 2? We need to take how many slices? How many parts? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, very good. So we need to take 4 out of 8 parts, right? 4 out of 8 parts. So as you notice, the numbers is not the same, right? But the value is the same. It is equal, right? It is half of its pizza. Okay, so this is related to our topic for today. Okay, so you have any idea what is our topic for today? Anybody? Okay, so our topic for today, it is about equivalent fractions. Everybody? Equivalent fractions. Okay, by the way, what is fractions? You have any idea what is fractions? Fractions is not a whole number, right? It's not 1, it's not 2. Okay, so fractions, everybody, represent equal parts of a whole. When we divided a whole into equal parts, each part is a fraction of the whole. Like for example, this one, cake. So we are going to slice it into 4. We divide it into 4 parts, right? So 4 parts, or the total parts, we called it denominator. Okay? You see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 parts, right? We slice it, we divide it into 4 parts. So that is the denominator. So example, we take one part out of 4 parts. So one is numerator, okay? All right, so that's we call fractions, okay? So 1 out of 4 parts. We take 1 out of 4 parts, okay? Or 1/4. So that is fractions. Can you give another example of fractions? 2/4, right? 2/4, 3/4, 2/5, 2/2, 2/8. Okay, so that is example. Oh, those are the examples of fractions. Okay, so what is equivalent fractions? You have any idea what is equivalent fractions? Everybody, equivalent fractions are fractions with different numbers representing the same part of a whole. They have different numerators and denominators, but their fractional values are the same. So it means different numerators and denominators, but the fractional values are the same. Okay, so like for example, this one, we are going to use a fraction strips. All right, so like for example, we are going to fold this one, okay? We are going to fold into halves. Next one, we are going to fold it into 4 parts, 6 parts, then 8 parts, and then 10 parts. So what if we are going to color, we are going to color the half of it. Okay, so look at this one. We are going to color 1 out of 2. We are going to color 2 out of 4. Next, we are going to color 3 out of 6. Next one, we are going to color, we colored 4 parts out of 8 parts. Okay. Next, we colored 5 parts out of 10 parts. Okay. Okay. So as look at this one, the number. Okay. The numbers is not the same. 1/2 or 1/2, 1/2, 2/4, 3/6, 4/8, 5/10. Okay, so the number is getting bigger, bigger numbers, but we can see they all have the same size value. Why? Look at this one. It is half, right? So that's we call equivalent fractions. Different numbers, but the size or the value is the same. Okay, now, and you notice that the denominator, look at the denominator. Denominator is twice than the numerator. 2 and then 4. The denominator is 4 and then the numerator is 2. So it means 2 times. The denominator is 2 times than the numerator. Like this one, 3/6, 4/8, and 5/10. So the denominator is 2 times its numerator. So if you think about numbers, that the denominator is twice than the numerator, it is easy, right? Okay, so example. So we think about numbers that the denominator is twice than the numerator. Can you give example? All right. Okay, what else? Denominator is twice than the numerator. Okay. 10 over 20. Okay, so the denominator is 20 and then the numerator is 10. So it means the denominator is twice than the numerator. What else? 30 over 60. You see? 60, the denominator is twice than the numerator. What else? 50 over 100. What else? 500 over 1,000, right? So that is so easy. All right. So this one, don't forget, nah? So take note. Take note. The rule, nah? The rule is equivalent fractions can only be made by multiplying or dividing. Why is it multiplying and dividing? Because it is a relationship between multiplication and division. Okay? Like for example, look at this one. 20 over 40. Okay, 40. Nah? 40. So look at this one. The denominator is twice than the numerator. So we are going to use multiplication and division. Why is it multiplication and division? So example, we are going to think about numbers that can divide. So 4 to 20 and 40. Okay, so think about numbers. Example 2. Okay, 20 divided by 2. 40 divided by 2. Okay, what is the answer? Is equal to 20 divided by 2 is equals to 10. Okay, 40 divided by 2 is equals to 20. 20. Okay, it is great. So why is it we're gonna use multiplication, only multiplication and division. So as you can see, 20 divided by 2 is equals to 10. So if we multiply 10 times 2 is equals to 20. Okay? And then 20 times 2, the answer is 40. So it means that we cannot use addition. We cannot use subtraction. Only multiplication and division, or multiplying, or we are going to divide, or dividing. Okay. And don't forget that whatever you do to the numerator, the number on the top, you do the same to the denominator, the bottom number. Okay. So don't forget that one. Okay, I will give you another example. Okay.